Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tahir and you are watching live HR Consultants Pakistan. आज का जो हमारे सेशन है बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन होने जा रहा है. स्पेशल आज हमारे साथ अवेलेबल हैं मलेशिया हैरियट वॉट यूनिवर्सिटी के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मिस्टर नबील और इसी के साथ हमारे अवेलेबल हैं मलेशिया के सीनियर एडमिशन ऑफिसर और मलेशिया के मैनेजर मिस्टर उमैर मज़र. बोथ ऑफ यू दैट यू वेलकम दैट यू जॉइन अस टुडे. और इसके अलावा मैं अपने तमाम व्यूवर्स को यहाँ पर एक चीज़ इन्फॉर्म करना चाहूँगा. आज हमारा ये जो सेशन होने जा रहा है इसमें कंप्लीट क्यूरीज को डिस्कस किया जाएगा. स्पेशल हैरियट वॉट यूनिवर्सिटी मलेशिया से रिलेटेड आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है रिलेटेड आइल्स से, फी स्ट्रक्चर से, यूनिवर्सिटी से रिलेटेड है, तमाम चीज़ों पर डिस्कशन होगी. और अगर आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है तमाम यूनिवर्सिटी फ़ौरन से अपनी लाइव क्यूरीज को नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन पर आप क्लियर कर सकते हैं या फिर आपकी स्क्रीन पर दिया गया नंबर है उस पर लाइव कॉल करके भी अपनी क्यूरीज को क्लियर कर सकते हैं. तो आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है इंशाल्लाह आपकी तमाम क्यूरीज को लाइव डिस्कस किया जाएगा. जी उमैर साहब, नाउ ओवर टू यू प्लीज.
Many thanks, Cyber sir, and Mr. Nabil. Welcome on the official page of the Asia Consultants Pakistan. And Nabil, today we will ask you about all the things that a student want to know while have to make the decision for study abroad, which includes about the courses, about the fee structure, about the eligibility criteria, and everything. So you're welcome on our Facebook page. And all the viewers that you are looking at, my number is just straight on the screen, and my email address is malaysia@pakistan.com. If you have any query, you just call on the number displayed on the screen, and you can even send your education documents through WhatsApp or through email. The mobile number and email address is just displayed on the screen. So, Mr. Nabil, welcome to you on the platform of HR. How are you?
Okay, first of all, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much for inviting me for the session. I'm doing great. Thank goodness. And yeah, I'm happy to join the session in the sense that I hope we'll be having a good discussion, giving more insights about Herriot University itself, and in terms of introduction about Malaysia in general. So yeah.
Okay, so Herriot University is basically a UK-based university, and it has its campus in Dubai and in Malaysia as well. And Mr. Nabil with us is from the Malaysia campus of Herriot. So Nabil, can you please give some highlights about your university, your campus?
All right. Okay. So first of all, just a quick, I would say, brief introduction about Herriot as a whole. Herriot is a UK university, and we have several branches across the globe. As mentioned by Umar earlier, we have one in Dubai, which was established back in 2005, and the Malaysia campus is actually established back in 2012. And in terms of location-wise, Malaysia campus is located in Putrajaya, which is the administrative capital of Malaysia. So it is a very well-planned city. If you can see my virtual background itself is the Malaysia campus photo. So yeah, we are located right in front of a man-made lake in Putrajaya. That whole building is actually our campus. And for now, I would say we have more or less around 2,500 students. 80% locals, Malaysians, and 20% international students, with a good mix from everyone. I would say a lot of countries around the world. So yeah.
Okay, very thanks for the very good introduction about the university. So what are the popular courses of your university which your people are offering?
Okay, as of now, the Malaysia campus, if you ask me, I'll give you the top three. Number one would be our actuarial science program. Number two is our accounting and finance program. And number three is our mechanical engineering program. So these are the top three most popular program at the Malaysia campus at the moment. But again, we do have other selections of courses such as construction studies, as in construction project management, quantity surveying, and psychology available in the Malaysia campus as well.
Okay, so can you give some intro about the fee structure of these programs?
Yeah, sure, no worries. Okay, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna share my screen for a bit so that we can have a look at the number properly, and this will be viewable by the audience as well. So, yeah, okay, can you give me the co-host access so that I can share
Yes, you
my
can
screen? Would
share.
that be okay? All right.
You can share, Mr. Nabil.
ताहिर आप
Okay,
इनको co-host
so
बना दें ताकि ये
जी
कर दें share.
सर हो गया, शेयर हो गया.
Thank you.
Okay, so this here is actually the tuition fee for 2020. In terms of As you can see that the first bracket is for actuarial science and statistical data science program. That is the tuition fee per year in Malaysian ringgit. And as comparison, I did put in the UK, I would say fee right next to it, which is in pound sterling. So for engineering, it's 51,920 ringgit per year. For business studies, psychology, and other business program selections, including construction project management, there is 41,200 per year. And as for actuarial science and statistical data science, it's 49,920 per year. So this is more or less the fee that you'll be paying in terms of the program itself. However, when you are looking at other fees that relates to, I would say, this would be something that I'm sure a lot of people would be asking later on. So just a quick view on this estimated cost of living in Malaysia, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna ask this question. So I did put in comparison in Malaysian ringgit and USD, so the conversion is there, in the sense that in terms of your monthly expenses in Malaysia, number one is your rental fee. Your rental fee vary depends on your preference for the accommodation. So between 600 to 1,600 depends on your preference. Deposit is only a one time thing, so you don't have to go through it like monthly. This is a one off thing, and it's refundable by the end of your stay in Malaysia or for that particular stay. Food wise, you'll be spending 600 to 900 depending on how much you eat. That's pretty much it, and whether you cook or you eat out, so it depends. Shuttle bus is included in your rental. Utility wise is the electricity and water bill, so that would be roughly around 50 to 160 Malaysian ringgit or 13 to 40 USD per month. Mobile phone, it depends on your data plan basically, so this is again up to your preference for your mobile usage. Air ticket, as you know, the two I would say Malaysia brand airline is Air Asia and Malaysia Airline. However, when it comes to Pakistan, you do have a lot more options that you can browse for. All right, so that's pretty much it for the tuition fee and a bit about the cost of living monthly in Malaysia. All right, back to you.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for the giving idea about the fee structure. Now, what are the available intakes at the moment?
Okay, available intake wise, okay, give me a sec. Again, I'm gonna share my screen. All right, for intake wise, for Pakistani students, it depends on which level you are from. So let's say you are from HSC. So for HSC leavers, you are looking at foundation entry. When I say foundation entry, is basically the pre-degree program that you need to complete prior to joining the degree program. So foundation, we have three intake, which is April, July, and September. So be honest, if I were to look at our past application from Pakistan, most of our Pakistani students actually join in September for HSC leaver. So I would say September would be just nice for you guys to join in. You still have some break time between your final result was announced. So, and then for degree entry, we have two intakes, September and January. Okay, but do remember that January is only for selected programs, but September we have all the programs available. Same goes for postgraduate, which is September and January. For September, all programs are available. For January, all program except for engineering is not offered. So yeah, that's
Okay,
the
fine.
intake that we have for Herriot University Malaysia campus.
So, what is the eligibility requirement for your foundation program?
Right, eligibility for foundation program in terms of entry from HSC,
Yeah,
entry from HSC wise, these are the selection of foundation that we have. So depending on the foundation program that you choose to pursue. So for instance, if you look at the top, we have the foundation in science and foundation in science computing line. So these are some of the things that we look at, which is from their HSC result, we will ask for 5C minimum, and then they need to have certain subjects within that 5C. And even for foundation in science, there are certain subjects that we ask for more than 70% for that particular subject. So, but generally, we will look at maths, English, physics, and chemistry for those who are looking at engineering. For those who are looking at statistical data science or actuarial science, they might want to look into this, whereby we ask for maths and maths, physics and English. Business wise, there's three options. The general one, which is management route, actuarial science route, and psychology route. So depending on the type, the main one that these three ask for is maths. Again, English are also asked for all three. For actuarial science, they do have maths as part of the condition. And for psychology, you must have at least one science subjects, as in either biology, chemistry, physics, or even general science, so that you are eligible to join the degree later. So yeah.
Okay, Nabil, if you remain on the same slide, you have
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that for foundation, O levels and HSC students are eligible to apply, provided they meet the criteria. So, what about
Correct.
the students from Pakistan who have done SSC? Are they still
Okay.
eligible to apply for your foundation program?
Okay. Unfortunately, for SSC, it's not applicable. As in, if we look at the equivalence of HSC, HSC is the same level as IGCSE. So that is the equivalent academic qualification. So for SSC students, you basically do not have the right qualification. So you do not meet the entry requirement. The one that we need is HSC for high school diploma from Pakistan. Or there are also, I know in Pakistan, some also did diploma in commerce, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
that is also another option that we can look at. But for diploma in commerce, I did not put the details in here, but I do know, because it's quite rare for us to actually encounter such cases. So, but diploma in commerce can be accepted for a foundation entry as well.
Diploma in commerce is basically equivalent to intermediate in Pakistan.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So, can HSC student join undergrad programs directly, or they
Pardon?
must have to go for foundation?
For HSC student, you mean?
Yes, for HSC student, if a student have a very good marks, like 80-90% in HSC, still he have to go for a foundation, or he can go for undergraduate program as well.
Okay, for HSC student, they will have to do the foundation program. So yes, they still need to do the foundation program, although the score is, I would say, exceptional, as in they score 90% on average. But still, yeah, for HSC students, you need to go through the foundation program prior to the degree itself.
Okay, and what about the IELTS requirement?
Okay, for IELTS requirement, I did put it here. Okay, so for English requirement, for foundation entry, if you look here, foundation entry IELTS, we ask for 5.5. If you are taking TOEFL, then we are looking at 70. And as of now, I believe IELTS is also available in an online form, whereby they call it IELTS indicator. Yes, we do accept IELTS indicator as well. So foundation wise, it's 5.5 or TOEFL 70. For undergraduate degree, we ask for 6 or 80. Let's say if they do, I would say, another program, or maybe A level or others. But for A level and O level students, we can actually look into their qualification to be appealed for the English requirement as well, whereby they don't need IELTS in regards to joining in our university. But yes, if they are coming from, let's say, other foundations that they did in Pakistan, then yeah, the English entry requirement would be IELTS 6.0 or TOEFL 80.
Okay,
But
what
for
about
actuarial science here, the last one, actuarial science and statistical data science, the entry requirement for English is slightly higher, which is equivalent to master's entry as well. So for master's and undergraduate actuarial science, it's 6.5 or 90 TOEFL points.
okay, fine. So if what about if the student has C grade and above grades in O levels in English? Still IELTS is required for him, or you get the exemption on it?
If they are coming in from IGCSE, they don't have to. We can use the C from the IGCSE. So yeah.
Okay, fine. That's great. So what about the scholarships?
All right, scholarship wise, as of now, to be honest, because scholarship is more applicable to the one that we have already listed. So, for instance, if they are coming from HSC, we do not offer the high achiever scholarship to HSC just yet. However, if they are coming from IGCSE, okay, it's not listed here. IGCSE leavers, if they have 6 A's and above, is 6,000 ringgit. Okay, maybe I can share something. I have a more specific into that. Yeah, this one. So this would give you a better idea of it. So yeah, you can see that. So here, as you can see here, for IGCSE level, 6,000 is given to 6As and above. 7As and above is 7,000. 8As and above is 8,000. 9As and above is 10,000. And if I go back to the slides earlier, this is for A level or IB level, International Baccalaureate, or if they are taking Australian or Canadian pre-U. So any Australian, I would say matriculation, we look at the ATA score. If they are coming from Canadian pre-U, then we look at the CPU score. So this is the benchmarking for high achiever scholarship at the degree entry. So if it's ABB for A level, it's 5,000. If it's AAB or IB 33 point, it's 8,000. If AAA or IB 37 points, is 12,000. This is automatically given based on the student's academic performance. You don't need to do another test. Basically, when we look at the result, it's confirmed, then yeah, it is locked to yourself.
Okay, so this scholarship is for each year or just for 1 year?
This is for year one degree. So when it comes to year two and year three, we will look at the following one, which is the progression scholarship. So if you look here, even from foundation to year one, let's say HSC student join foundation. So we look at the first one, which is foundation student who maintain 70% on average. Automatically, the following year, they'll be given 35% of progression scholarship for their first year undergraduate studies. And
Okay.
then from year one degree to year two to year three, again, we look at the progression scholarship, whereby if they maintain 70%, it is locked for the following year as well. So yeah,
Okay, for this progression scholarship, do you have to apply or it will automatically be given by you?
automatically be given once you actually achieve the 70% on average.
Okay, that's great. So we have some questions regarding, as we know that Herriot is basically a UK-based university. So do you people have any exchange or transfer programs with them?
Yes, we do. Okay, for that particular one, this would be the name of the program, which is Go Global Intercampus Transfer. So actually, for under the name of Herriot University, we have 5 campuses, 3 in the UK. If you look at there, the main campus is in Edinburgh. Then we also have Orkney Island and Scottish Border, and Dubai. It's in UAE. Then the one in Malaysia, which is Putrajaya. Let's say you join in for your degree of 3 years. We take accounting for an example. It's a 3 years
Okay,
degree. So year one, you must complete in Malaysia, and then year two and year three, should you choose to transfer, yes, you may do so. Let's say if you want to go to the UK side on the second year, so you may do Malaysia, UK. You can complete 2 years there, or you want to do Malaysia, UK, complete your final year there, or even Malaysia, UK for your second year, and then you want to come back to Malaysia because you miss Malaysia. Then Malaysia, UK, Malaysia will be your option. So we are very flexible in terms of campus transfer. It is possible, and the only thing is, you can see here, my point is campus transfers are guaranteed in the sense that you just need to pass all the subjects in the year prior to the transfer. No other conditions. That's it. And
okay,
when you do the transfer, just a quick one, when you do the transfer, you will be paying the UK or Dubai fee, but you will get 20% off from the fee in the UK or Dubai. So yeah, back to you, man.
okay. Now you have told us about the transfer. Do you have any exchange programs in it as well? Let's suppose if a student wants to go for only 1 semester. So is it possible for that or just you have to make a proper transfer?
Okay, you can do one semester transfer. Again, if you look at this third point here, yes, you can go as short as 1 semester. However, because if you want to say campus transfer is the right term, in the sense that, because if you do exchange is basically you are paying the fee at your local uni, and then the students basically changes the campus. So in our case, we call it the campus transfer because you are going over and registered as a student there for your second year or your third year. So that's I would say, and then yeah, it is possible to just do one semester in the UK or the Dubai campus.
Okay, one more thing I need to be clear here. If a
Mhm,
student transfer for a one semester only
mhm.
in UK, let's suppose from Malaysia to UK for one semester only, then for that semester fee, he has to pay the Malaysian fee or that UK campus fee?
Still the UK campus fee.
Okay, still the UK campus fee. Okay. So now one more thing about when the students come with us with their parents, so they are very keen about the accommodation. I know
Mhm,
you have already told about the living cost over there, but I'm
mhm.
interested to know about the accommodation offers you have.
All right. So if you look here, we have in the Malaysia campus, we have two types of accommodations, and both of them are off campus. Yeah, so it's not on campus. The first one is the one that you can see on the screen now, which is Canvas Soho, located more or less around 7 to 10 minutes by shuttle bus from the campus itself. As I mentioned earlier, shuttle bus is included in the accommodation fee. So the second one is actually, oh, it's not in here. Okay, but yeah, there's another one. Sorry, I'm not quite sure because whether the slides actually was hidden or something. Okay, but there's two. Another one is Chef Berrio. I would say in terms of pricing, it's quite similar, and these two accommodation is available for our Herriot student. And the other one, the one that I mentioned, Chef Berrio, is actually around 15 to 20 minutes away from the campus. Again, shuttle bus is included with the rental. And if I may suggest, if people are concerning like about convenience in terms of finding food, I would suggest the second option, which is Chef Berrio, because for Chef Berrio, there's you just need to cross a road right in front of the accommodation, and there's a shopping mall right in front of it. So convenience wise, to buy food, clothing, and everything would be better for the Chef Berrio side as compared to the one I showed earlier, which is the Canvas Soho. But again, Canvas Soho is not that bad because access to food, there's two convenience stores downstairs, there's a few restaurants downstairs as well for you to go and buy stuff. And yes, you can cook at the accommodation.
Okay, one more thing.
Hmm.
What will be the minimum duration of the contract of the accommodation?
Okay, minimum duration usually I would say it's around 1 year. So this is the one that we have for I believe for both Shabririo, I know it's 1 year. For Canvas Soho, it's 1 year. However, in terms of should you have a valid reason to leave, might want to speak to the accommodation team, which is in our student services side, and provide your reason of leaving the accommodation. Maybe if you have trouble in terms of finding food or things that you prefer, or maybe you would like to have a better arrangement in terms of room, or maybe your friend is staying at Chef Burrito, you want to change. So yeah, with a valid reason, usually they will be negotiable in the sense that case by case basis, and it needs to be done with a 1 month or 2 months notice.
Okay, fine. I think you have answered all of the questions. You have explained about your hot selling programs like
Mhm.
actuarial sciences, your accounting and finance, and mechanical engineering. These are the most hot selling courses of the Herriot University, apart from the other programs as well. And the fee structure that has been informed by Mr. Nabil is different for each program, but it's normally for foundation programs. It's normally something around 29,000 ringgit or 20,000 ringgit. And for the actual science program, it's something 49,000 ringgit. And there people are offering their intakes. They have different intakes for foundation programs, for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. For undergraduate and postgraduate programs, the intakes, if informed, are September and January. Let's say we are heading for January for that. And for the foundation program, from which most the students from Pakistan will join, their next coming intake is, I guess, April. You have informed us. Okay. So now tell me one more thing. When the student lands at the Kiel airport, is there any person from your university will go over there to pick up from them, or he has to arrange for himself?
Okay, for in terms of airport pickup, yes, we do offer airport pickup whereby someone from our international office will be there to assist you in terms of getting you from your airport and send you to the accommodation that you have booked for. So yes, we do have an airport pickup service given to international students.
Okay, fine. One more thing, as we all know, as the borders are at the moment closed and expecting very soon to be open. So what about your online classes? Do you people offering online classes for your present September intake?
Okay, for instance, if I look at yes, we do. In the sense that, okay, I'll give you the scenario. If the international student is already in Malaysia, scenario one, and if the international student is back in their home country, so scenario two. Scenario one, if the student is already in Malaysia, uh, you are allowed to have the mixed mode or full online. So you have the options to do so. So you can do either fully online class, or you may come for 7 hours of classes per week on campus. So that is what I call the responsive blended learning that we offer here at Herriot, Malaysia. And number two scenario, in the sense that student is back in their home country. Let's say the student is in Pakistan. He applied in, so student will have to go and enroll online first until the border is fully open. The border is already open now, but it is only those who already have a valid visa. So returning students are allowed to fly in, but for those who are just getting their new student pass, you will have to wait until the movement control order has been lifted fully. Only then you are allowed to fly in.
Okay,
But yeah.
that's great. That's great. And here you have got all the information that is necessary for you to make the decision. And my number is displayed on the screen. I'm repeating it for you. This is 0346 4747 052. And my email address is also mentioned on that. This is malaysia@hrpakistan.com. So you people have got all the information from Mr. Nabil, and you can now send your documents, WhatsApp us your documents on my number or my email, and we will get your admission from there. So, Mr. Tyrward, is there anything from your side?
Yes, no, sir. I don't have any question.
Mr.
Uh,
Nabil, many thanks for your time and for the detailed information that you shared with us. And any goodbye words for our viewers from your side?
All right, sure. First of all, thank you so much to HR team for having me for the session. And as for the viewers, if you have any question, do contact the HR Pakistan team. Don't worry, they will guide you through the information needed. If you are concerned about safety, everything, they will provide you the right guidance on how to go about to do an application with the university. So, and yes, should you need any assistance or direct communication with us, uh, Mr. Umar or Tahir will be able to assist to host a virtual session like this, so we can have direct communication in terms of providing details and all that as well. So anyway, thank you so much to the HR team, and I hope to see more Pakistani students to join the Herriot University Malaysia campus. Thank you.
Many thanks,
special,
Nabil.
thank you so much. Special thanks to both of you. It was very interactive session to all of us. और मैं अपने तमाम व्यूवर्स को यहाँ पर यही एक मैसेज देना चाहूँगा कि जैसा कि आपने आज सेशन देखा है, हेरिट वॉर यूनिवर्सिटी से रिलेटेड आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज हैं, आप अपने क्यूरीज को क्लियर कर सकते हैं. अगर आपको यहाँ पर कोई मिसअंडरस्टैंड हुई है आपकी क्यूरी, तो आप फ़ौरन से कॉल कीजिए 034647470052 पर. मिस्टर उमैर मज़हर का नंबर, और आप एनी टाइम इनसे मिल सकते हैं 9 to 6 टाइमिंग्स में. आने से पहले आप एक अपॉइंटमेंट लीजिए, लेकिन अपने एजुकेशनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स लाना मत भूलिए. एजुकेशनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स लाने का पर्पस ये होगा कि आपके डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखकर एनालिसिस किया जाएगा, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपको कंप्लीट इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड की होगी. मिस्टर उमैर से अगर आप फेस टू फेस मिलना चाह रहे हैं तो अवेलेबल होते हैं हमारे HR रावलपिंडी स्कीम 3 ऑफिस में. आप अपॉइंटमेंट लेकर मिल सकते हैं, या फिर अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स, अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स फ़ौरन से व्हाट्सएप कीजिए, या ओवरऑल पाकिस्तान से कहीं भी देख रहे हैं किसी ऐसे स्टेशन से जो हमारे ऑफिस में विजिट नहीं कर सकते, तो वो मिस्टर उमैर को अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं 034647470052 पर, या फिर ईमेल कर सकते हैं malaysia@hrpakistan.com. आपकी स्क्रीन पर है. तो आज का हमारा ये सेशन मैं यहीं पर एंड करना चाहूँगा. थैंक्स टू व्यूवर्स कि आपने हमें ज्वाइन किया. तो आज का हमारा सेशन यहीं पर एंड करना चाहूँगा. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.